Hi everyone, this is Sean Joyce, Director of Golf and Recreation at Mill River. Great day today, showcasing the course. Lorie and I are going to take you through some of the trickier holes on how to play it. It's one of those golf courses that if you do a little bit of homework before you come, it could make the game a little easier. It's in front of you, but it's always, to get the caddy experience with Lorie is kind of what we're trying to do today, so that it'll give you a chance to think about the shots you want to play.
Well, I can personally say that Mill River has had an impact on Lorie Kane, the LPGA golfer. Played lots of tournaments up here. So it's a challenging layout, but it's a fun layout for everyone to play. We've got an awesome golf course and lots of other amenities. I encourage you to take the drive west on PEI to see Mill River Resort at its best. 50 years old. Happy birthday, Mill River. Hi everyone, welcome to Mill River Resort. Sean and I are standing on the first hole. It's a sweeping right to left dog leg. Bunkers are there more for aesthetic looks. We don't really want to be there. But that tree, the biggest one we can see in the distance, is my target. And I'm going to play the ball off of that. And it does require a little bit of a draw. And I'm right-handed. But Sean's going to lead the way because he's going to play from our gold tee box. And I'm going to move up to the blues.
So one thing that I like to encourage our guests and members know the course really well, but certainly with our guests is picking the right tee box to play from, because we have 5 different decks to play from with a varying yardage. So there's 2 reasons for that. We don't want the round to be too long, right? Nobody's slow play kills the day, and that's true when it was said then, and it's still true today. And then the other thing is that it changes the golf course quite a bit. So the gold deck would be for somebody that could carry the golf ball in the neighborhood of 260 plus, which is, there's some shot value for you in there. Now, the thing to remember, and this is how I like to play Mill River, is that I feel like the first 6 holes are your opportunity, because after that it can get a little tougher. And so try to take advantage of the first 6 holes when you can, and especially off the first, there might be some first tee jitters depending who's around. Just remember that it's a lot wider than it looks. There's a lot of room out there. So I'm not overly aggressive off this tee. I'm going to hit a hybrid out there. Same kind of target as Lorie mentioned. With the wind that's a little bit right to left, I'm going to try and draw it around the corner a little bit as well.
I'm going to take it on the left side of that big tree, and I'm going to play the fairway, and I'm going to hit it as hard as I can to get it to draw a little bit more. And I should probably have a short iron into the green. So let's see if I can do that. Can you get the...
See, that's perfect.
That'll work.
We're here. It's decision time.
Yeah.
Maybe the first one that we've had to make so far during the round, right? 2 different ways to play it. You can play it 2 different ways from back here. The gold tees are about 6,600 yards. And, like Lorie, you can play it up the left side, away from the bunkers and play into the green. However, on a day like today where we've got a little bit of wind with us, a player that's capable of hitting the ball 260 to 280 off the tee may be persuaded into going for the green, and that's what I'm going to try today.
From our back tee, we have 290 to the front edge of the green. I'm going to be playing with my strong 4-wood, so like a 3-wood, and I'm looking to probably hit it about 215, 220 off the tee, which should then give me a short iron. I'm thinking 9-iron to wedge. So anywhere from 115 to 100 yards.
One thing about hitting driver in this particular case, I know it could be perceived as an aggressive play, but there is quite a bit of distance out there to the left and to the right of the green. Certainly through your round, you're not going to have that many opportunities to hit driver in some cases. So depending on the wind and depending on how much room there is left and right of the green, it's a decision that'll be made a couple times during the round.
And let's face it, golf is fun, right? So we got a shorter par 4, a little bit of a challenge because we have to take on those bunkers, but I think you got it. So I've moved up to the forward tee, so it kind of changes the perspective for me, because if I was going to hit driver, I'd have to carry it probably 230. Well, I don't have that in my wheelhouse. So I'm going to play for position, and as a result, I've got my 3-wood or 4-wood. Our fairway slopes off the bunkers towards the river. So I'm going to play it up the right side and let just the slope of the fairway take the ball down. I hope to a good place where I can hit a nice short iron in.
I had hoped for an easy opportunity to put it close for a birdie. As we know, there's no guarantees in golf, but my chances of getting it close are a lot greater from here than they would be from the fairway. There's definitely a risk-reward component to it. So we'll see if I can put it close, and maybe Lorie will give it to me if I chip it close enough.
So as I said, we came up to the hole. I got lucky and kind of hit the slope of the hole towards the river.
There are a lot of decisions that you can make here, and you can really play the course differently every time, whether it's a different set of tees, it's a different wind. So there's always a decision to make. You'd never just default to your driver or your 3-wood.
Yes.
You have to make a decision on a lot of the tees at a lot of the times.